Chris and Ryan, and we know that you're dying to hear what we have to say today. I say we hear what we have to say today. It's the blank. Fill it in. Fill it in. Fill it in. Yeah. You say it, Let's try something different. Exactly. UNG World. You spelled it wrong. Young World. This is Carlos. This is Ryan. This is the blank. Carlos and Ryan. Welcome to another week. This bullshit. Thank you for joining us. Yeah, we're here another week. Another consistent week. Yeah. I'm excited. Oh, what? I don't know, man. Just breathing, living. Another week. Another entertaining week. You taking that? I thought What's going on here? I thought our last episode was a lot of fun. Yeah. You know, I don't know if people caught it, but there's a little bit of editing in that one. It was pretty cool. Yeah. It's pretty cool learning something new, that's for sure. But yeah, welcome to another week. Well, happy Thursday, everybody. You know everybody. I always gotta say happy Thursday because I love Thursdays, and then happy Friday to you if you do happen to be listening to this on a Friday. Friday Junior is today. Friday Junior is today. We got the weekend coming up. A couple of good events we got coming up this weekend, which I'm super excited about. Too bad. And we'll definitely talk about that after the fact. But yeah. Honestly, thank you for joining in another Thursday. If you did not catch last week's episode, definitely go take a look at it. I thought it was pretty good. Unfortunately, Carlos couldn't be with me during that episode, but he's here today, which I'm happy about. We really appreciate you just coming in to listen. After about 40-something episodes, the amount of work that we're actually putting into this. It seems like a lot, but it doesn't seem like a lot to me, at least. But it's something, we definitely do appreciate the support that you happen to be giving us every week for anybody who's ever listened to any of our episodes. So thank you. Definitely. What he said. But I'm excited for today's episode. Not only that you're here, but I think we have a pretty cool topic that's pretty relevant in today's society, especially with like social media and like all this kind of stuff that's been going on. And boob jobs, ass jobs, and jobs. Speaking of which, I got one right. Oh shit! I forgot where I left. Never mind. College Street, man. But yeah, before we get into that, yeah. Recent news. It's recent. Oh, you wanted to try something new, man. Right. Jesus. Look at Dr. Dre this shit. Something new. What the hell? This ain't fucking Yo MTV Raps. I say this with a Fresh Prince t-shirt on. Yeah. All right, you're still doing it. I'll stop. Sorry, I didn't think you'd continue. Couldn't help it. All right, it's just funny as hell. All right, yeah. I mean, obviously, elephant in the room due to his support for the communists. Russia and Ukraine going at it. Sucks. Sad. Scary. Many thoughts going through my head about it. Thoughts and prayers to all those affected in Ukraine, those who lost their lives and those who are going through it. I mean, I don't know the whole story. because I don't really pay attention to news like that too much, but because it's sad. At the same time, it's good to keep well informed. Yeah, those who were affected, apologize, or rather, condolences and prayers out to you. But yeah, dude, fucking Putin's not playing around, man. He said it, and he threatened anybody who were to get involved. It will be a historic matter. They mentioned that like this attack the attack on Ukraine hasn't been this bad since an attack in World War II. Yeah, which is a really scary thought. You would think that we are over this shit, but I guess some countries are just old-fashioned and really just want this. I mean, Putin looked like he wanted the smoke, you know what I mean? Oh yeah. Shit, dude. But it really goes to show you that Ukraine's state of emergency is very much different from ours. Oh yeah. Like, it goes to everybody remain calm. Yeah. It was like, what? Well, I'm sorry. There is a missile flying at my house. Bitch, you remain calm. I'm getting the fuck out of here. You know what I mean? Can you imagine a country going in a state of emergency just because people are carrying posters down the fucking street, whereas they have fucking nukes and fucking missiles flying everywhere? Yeah. Jesus Christ. And Justin Trudeau, he's being a real pussy about this, in my opinion. Like the fucking guy just like, saying, oh, I called Russia. I told him to stop it. Cut it out. Quit it. Or else, just cut it out. Dude, stop trying to make yourself look good. If you're going to do something, do something. Yeah. Don't just fucking stand there, just go on camera and just, I don't get it, dude. All these politicians are just on here just to fucking make themselves look good to, the social media world. If you're going to really, if you really care, you would either send soldiers to help or just don't get involved in it. Clearly, it's not their war. Yeah. But at the same time, it's a world, we have Russian citizens and Ukrainian, is it Ukrainian? Ukrainian, yeah, I would say Ukrainian. All right, that are affected by this, but it's just, Justin, what are you doing, my man? Yeah, and in Biden too. If you're not gonna fight, don't make threats or don't, involve yourself into this, just to make yourself look. People are dying. Yeah, losing their lives over this shit. That's all I gotta say on that matter. For those who don't watch the news or don't know what's going on, you should, especially in times like this. And Carlos's soliloquy there. Soliloquy? What is that? It's like I thought that was like a flower. Soliloquy is like when part of like a play where like, nigga, this ain't a fucking play. A play. It's like to be or not to be. Yeah, exactly. Get your hands on the fucking flow, or these missiles are coming to the dough. Boo, boo. All right, go ahead. But a soliloquy it's usually during a play or part of a play where the main character, like the co-main character, gets a pause in time. And then it's almost like the world stops around them, and then they come out and they like say a speech that's like inner thoughts to themselves. So like it was really predominant in like Hamlet. I'm pretty sure like Romeo and Juliet has one. I don't even remember Shakespeare. Pretty much any like Shakespeare, probably like any like Baroque. I think it's Baroque. The time and the Baroque. Time. Yeah, Baroque. Who's that? That's the era, the Baroque era. The Baroque era? Yeah. Oh, you should have seen me during high school. Nigga, I was Baroque. Feel me? Oh, Jesus. I love learning that shit. Credit card debt, but holy shit. But yeah, I don't know. During that whole era or whatever like that, they had soliloquy. So definitely just from the impact of Carlos's speech there, like you have to understand that this is actually something very serious that's going on. And not to take away from, our humor and the show in itself or the entertainment that we, try to produce on the show. But I do want to let everybody know that is a very, very serious event. It's not every day that you have another country that just goes and takes its own kind of independent or tries to take over an independent sovereign country, for pretty much no reason is what it seems like. I haven't done shit, it feels like, and not to snitch myself out at work. Over the last 2 days, I've just been strictly watching the news and just the amount of stuff that's coming in. And obviously, it's a little bit biased because we're getting like North American news and then like liberal news and stuff like that.
Right.
So it's hard to know exactly what's going on in Putin's head, but it just doesn't seem like he has any, real reason other than to be like, I really just don't think that Ukraine should exist. He's like calling their like prime minister or their president or of Ukraine like the president of Ukraine like a Nazi because he's Jewish or something like that. And then like Russia's pretty much just coming out and being like, yeah, we're trying to get rid of the Nazis in the world or something like that. And he's just coming out with like some random ass excuses that don't really make sense and there's really no evidence about it supposedly. To be able to kind of do what he's doing. So, it's like a full-blown invasion. Russia's pretty much knocking on the door inside already, throwing missiles and all that kind of shit, like Carl said. It's super sad. There's already been a lot of deaths, supposedly, at least within the dozens.
Around a corner when I last saw CP24, it was about 52.
Yeah, so like in the dozens already. People happen to be losing their lives for it. There's been tons and tons, because we do live in the social media age, videos upon videos of people waking up at night, signals, families being torn apart, this and that. It is not a thing to, laugh too much about or make too many jokes about, because it is a serious thing. And honestly,
and sorry to interrupt, but it's just like, my thing is, normally war is over like money and power and all that shit, but this is literally meaningless.
Yeah.
There is no purpose for this whatsoever. Those 50 plus people did not need to die.
No.
Nor should anyone. And it's crazy to me.
Yeah.
It's just, I can't even put into words. Like, I can't believe we're living, we're nearing going back to normal from the pandemic. And then, just when things thought just when we thought things were going to go back to normal, now this is happening. It's like, too many historic events for my taking in these last few years, man. And it's it's getting crazy. It's not, fuck, I can't even imagine what those people are going through. Russia and Ukraine. Like, even people in Russia, they're anti-war and they're just getting arrested simply for protesting against the war. So this is wild times. And again, it sucks that, we feel so powerless, because you want to help, but just like I wouldn't know even where to start. So again, thoughts and prayers to those involved, and hopefully shit just simmers down and, doesn't get too crazy. I mean, shit got crazy enough as is, but like, we don't need things to get worse than that. Do you think Canada will really you think Justin Trudeau will freaking really get involved in terms of drafts and?
Well, what's happening at the moment for those, and I just watched a whole bunch of news, so I just took it in as of today, but supposedly no country plans on sending any troops over to Ukraine unless super necessary. I think we sent 400 the other day just to try to make sure everything's okay, but it's not as if it's yo, Canada, we're backing Ukraine to the point where it's don't touch them. But because a bunch of the surrounding countries around Ukraine are all part of the NATO kind of partnership that we happen to have, the way that NATO works is kind of yo, if you go after a country that's signed with NATO,
we have to get
involved. We have to get involved. So that's includes the States,
us.
I have no clue. I don't know, a couple other ones, I'm assuming, but the surrounding ones, there's just a lot of shit going on. So I think those guys are being prepared that just in case Russia does try to do a full invasion of let's say Europe, hypothetically, then Canada and the States have to kind of step in, and then eventually there will be sent over troops and that kind of shit, to the point where if they give me and Carlos the fucking AK-47 and yo, put us on the line, I don't know if it's gonna get like that. Or to our listeners, I hope it doesn't get like that, because I would really fucking hate it. It
would really suck for the show.
But
just us either being dead or just like amputated from the war and shit. That'd be an awkward show after.
I'm telling you, man.
Yeah, like,
it would be fucked.
Do you think what would your reaction be if you got like a letter?
I don't know. It'd be fucking pretty wild.
I'd be sad as fuck. I'm like, fuck. I didn't even finish a few shows yet. There's movies I haven't even seen. I even got married yet. I don't want to be the guy to get like PTSD, waking up in the middle of the night, you know, whenever I hear like something drop, I'm just like, like, fuck, man. Yeah, that would suck. I don't know.
Yeah. But I think, like, you know, when people say like history repeats itself, like this is kind of like the old, what it seemed like start of like World War II, and like how Germany was just like, yo, we're just gonna fucking step into I forget exactly what country they invaded first, whether it was like Poland,
Germany.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forget too.
But
I'm sorry, I'm not a history buff.
Yeah, like, and for any of those who know, please hit us up, because we probably are speaking some wrong ass facts.
And we don't even have history buffs.
But
you're not history buffs.
You never know.
Fuck you, history buffs.
You never know.
No.
You never know. But in this case, yeah, not to take away too much from this episode, because it's definitely going to be a funny episode to talk about. But like Carl said, condolences to the families lost. You know, Russians and Ukrainians both lose their lives in these issues. So hopefully there is some sort of resolution. Hopefully there is something done. And I don't even know. Sometimes you don't even feel safe saying, please punish Putin or something like that.
Please punish Putin.
Please punish Putin.
Twister.
Yeah,
please punish Putin.
Please punish. I don't know. Some shit needs to be done, man. That's some shit. That's some fucked up shit, man.
That would be some awkward United Nations talk. We must stop them. We must do whatever we can. Please punish. Please punish. Fuck. Sorry. I'm sorry. But
Putin punishes Putin. Putin.
Putin eats Putin.
Yeah.
Putin eats Putin. We'll figure it out. Other news. You hear about that racism or the racist thing happened at the middle school?
Oh yes.
So supposedly, what the story
is doing?
Hold on. I'll give my take about it after. Here's my thing. So supposedly a Jewish teacher at a middle school went into class one day, and she was surrounded by a few students doing the Hitler or the Nazi what is it, stand, or the Nazi salute.
Sorry, you guys can't see in the camera, but Carlos almost had his like
what?
That's his offhand out. Well, chill, man.
That's what it is. You can't see it in the camera. I can't get canceled. They don't even know. See? They can't tell my arm is up. They can't.
I was gonna get us killed.
Why? They can't tell. Anyways, yeah. So you know, they did the Nazi salute, and now there's a Jewish organization asking, you know, to do something about it. To my knowledge, I don't think the kids were punished.
Really?
I mean, I didn't hear anything. Because I don't know. You know, what are you gonna do? You can't expel these kids for being kids, doing dumb shit. I mean, it's really dumb.
You gotta give them like a suspension or something.
Well, I guess, but I mean, like,
or like a education program or something like that. You know, like,
I agree.
Like an AA.
Yeah, like kids. Like possible Holocaust survivors, because their parents were Holocaust survivors.
Yeah.
So have them come in to explain, you know, why they did what they did and how it affects people. You know, what they had to go through in their lifetime.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, stuff like that. Here's my thing. I don't know what happened. All I heard about was a Nazi salute. For all I know, it could have been the teachers just like, any question? It's like, ma'am, no, ma'am. And then the kid stands up and he's like, ma'am, please pick me. It's like, why are you standing like, because I don't know. I don't know what happened. You don't know. Because at the right angle, it's really racist. So you could just be like, oh, the
teacher
racist, boop, 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 boop. You know,
there's a certain angle. From,
100%.
Certain angle from 75 to 85. That's
so it's like,
man,
pick me, man, pick me. So you never know. You know what? Although we at the blank here feel like not feel, but we know that racism is never cool.
No,
as anti-Semitism is not okay.
Definitely not.
However, when there was a person tweeting about the Minister of Education, I believe it was, tweeted about this, he had this whole blurb how this wasn't okay, everything's all right. What the fuck was that?
I had to open my jaw for a second.
Why?
Because you get like...
That was really far back. It's very concerning. Ha! Don't do that.
Morning, man. I'm gonna go see a dentist.
All right. Shit, dude. Anyways, so he sent out a tweet stating that anti-Semitism is not okay. We need to do more to do better for our communities and in our schools. And then he ended it with a hashtag that I felt could have been a better one. So it said hashtag Jew hate.
Oh, that's weird.
So it's like, you could have ended it so much better. Now there's KKK people on the Twitter right now just like, oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Jew hate. That's what we're talking. That's trending right now. Let's do this. Jew. Oh wait, hold on. Wait a minute. You're fighting against. Oh god damn it! I fell for it again.
That's a weird hashtag.
That is a very strange hashtag.
Hashtags are weird.
Do better.
Yeah, that's weird.
Imagine that trending on Twitter that, all these people who are worried about being canceled now are just like, it's about goddamn time. Let's do it, baby.
Like, why didn't they have remember how there was like the Asian stuff where it was like stop Asian hate?
Yeah.
Was it?
Perfect.
Why didn't they have
stop Jew hate?
Yeah.
Even that's a bit.
Stop Jewish.
And stop anti-Semitism?
Yeah.
It's so you have to type an extra few letters. Who cares?
Yeah. That's weird.
Come on. Jew hate. Hashtag Jew hate. Come on, Minister of Education.
Yeah.
You know words, use it.
That was in Ontario too. The school.
Toronto.
Which is super weird. Like, why would that happen here?
I don't know.
Maybe it was like a prank by the kids or something like that.
Well, I would imagine so. I don't think they're actual Nazis.
No.
Come on.
I hope not.
That would.
With the internet nowadays, you can find any kind of information, right? So.
Do we even have Nazis in this country?
I would think so.
Really? Where would they be?
I don't know.
They can't be out of town because those are all hicks and whatnot.
They're probably like just hidden. Guys just don't take off their shirt, but they take off their shirt and they have the whole swastika.
They have tats of
some neck shit.
A verse from Mein Kampf on their back and shit. Have you read Mein Kampf?
No, I have not. Have
You're
you?
missing out, dude. I didn't read the whole thing. I read the picture book version. Really gets into. No, I haven't read the book, but I don't even think I've seen a copy at libraries. I'm sure they have some of
I'm sure.
Here. But
I'm sure it's
not that we're suggesting that you get copies. Don't be fucking losers.
Yeah.
Okay, don't read the book. What is that going to accomplish? You know what I mean? Don't get that book. He fucking pussed out and killed himself when the war was getting real. That's your hero? That's who you want as a hero? Racism never wins.
Agreed.
Well, there has to be a time where, come on, there has to be a time where like racist what? Right? Donald Trump. Didn't he get elected?
That's true.
Is he? I'm going to say a hot take. I don't think Donald Trump's a racist. I think he's a complete narcissist that truly loves himself, but is not a racist.
You said that before.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah. That's my take on it. Anyone you can be black, white, Asian, Chinese. If you're rich, Trump will like you.
Yeah.
If you're Republican, Trump will probably like you. If you resonate with his ideals, Trump will like you, regardless of race. However, if you're poor, Trump will dislike you and then insult your color at the same time because you're poor. But that's my take on it.
Yeah. That was a whole weird era of politics.
It was good TV. That's why they elected him, in my opinion. I feel that's why he got elected. He was good TV. He was, news stations had tons to talk about. Probably the highest viewerships those news channels ever gotten was when Trump was president.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? He made for good TV. That's all it was.
I had like family members that don't even like watch American politics at all. Like tune in.
CNN was on my TV 24/7 with my parents.
Like 4 years of people not caring about American politics for a long time, and then all of a sudden, like boom.
Like my parents had an absolute hatred for Trump, but they could never ever stop watching CNN because he was always on the news, always just wondering what the next story is. That's what this world is. Celebrity is a fucking bitch. Which brings us to our actually, do you have any recent news?
No. That was it. Those two hatred life
whatever
news.
Here is our topic today. Celebrity. What? I come.
So today's topic, Carlos brought up the topic and he's like, I'm like, where do you want to go with this? Because I'm interested.
I said that?
No, I did. In my head.
I probably never told me. I know, because I don't recall this conversation happening like once.
But in my head,
yeah,
I knew that this conversation was going to happen. So, Carlos, tell me about today's topic and why it's an important topic.
Nigga, I don't know. Celebrity is just, who doesn't like to talk about celebrities? They're everywhere.
Yeah.
They're easy targets. They take pictures. And then they're up for people's criticism.
Who do you think the first celebrity was in life? Like King Tut?
Oh, it's going way back.
Or like Cleopatra or something? That's what I would think. Maybe they didn't have the term celebrity at the time.
Jesus.
Or
Genghis Khan.
Maybe Genghis Khan.
I think Jesus is older though.
Really?
I think so. I don't think
there's got to be some like astrologists from like way back when or something like that were just like really known. But yeah, maybe Jesus. Jesus is probably the first celebrity. I'd be interested to hear.
Well, because he wasn't liked though. He wasn't really liked either. He had his followers, but I don't think he was very hated as well. I don't know.
What about Muhammad?
For the Muslims?
Yeah.
Oof, you're going into dark territory, sir. You don't want to go there.
Like I'm just saying.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I guess it's.
Uh-oh.
I guess I can't call him. Okay, never mind.
You don't want to go there.
We're gonna edit this part out.
You don't want to do that, buddy.
I'm just wondering because
we know the Russia-Ukraine thing's happening. You don't want to know, Afghanistan, Palestine versus Canada.
How do you define a celebrity?
Someone who garners attention with their talents or their charisma, their likability. Some, people who attract someone. They do something entertaining. They're an entertainer. Henceforth, celebrity. Or it doesn't even have. They don't have to necessarily have a talent. They could have done something really stupid, like who's done something? Balloon Boy, that family. You remember that story?
No.
You don't remember Balloon Boy?
I don't.
Balloon Boy was when those parents, they fabricated a story about how their son was stuck in the balloon and was floating all over the fucking sky and somewhere in America. You don't remember that? And then they had a news story, and then so apparently they got the kid down, and they interviewed the family wondering how he got stuck in the balloon, and the kid fucking fucked up and said that he was in the attic the entire time. And then the parents did jail time for it, for fabricating that story.
And the kid became a celebrity because of this?
The family did.
Oh, okay.
But the story was pretty well known. You don't remember that story?
No. Wow. Well, that is extremely stupid.
Yes. Henceforth, celebrity. Yeah, man. That was also a crazy story. Who's your celebrity go-to? Like, who's a person you look at like, yeah, that's a celebrity?
Denzel
Washington.
Really? Yeah.
Why is he your?
I don't know. He's just the man. And the thing about it is, like, now that, because we have like a bias of like modern take on like what a celebrity is.
Yeah.
Like, my definition of a celebrity is just like a lot of people know you. It may not be like, not to take away from like what you said, it's like, oh, they've done something or whatever like that. It's just a lot of people fucking know you somehow.
Yeah.
I don't know if we're gonna get into like talking about like platforms, and you have to have a platform that reaches to like, you know, X amount of people or something like that, then you're considered a celebrity. But I feel like it's just, if a lot of people know you, you're somewhat of a celebrity. You could be like a local celebrity.
Sure.
Right? Like just a dude walking down the street or something like that.
Or the guy that rides his bike on
butt naked?
No. Apparently it's that dude's brother from Schitt's Creek.
Oh yeah.
He's a local Xanta. You know who Xanta is?
Xanta. Yeah.
He's he's a local celebrity. Yeah, just you know, if you have I don't even, like, you don't have to necessarily have a talent. Just if you're known for something.
Yeah.
You know, and people recognize you, that's somewhat of a celebrity.
I would say Denzel for sure.
Really?
Yeah, Denzel's a man.
He's you know, all right.
Denzel, yeah.
All right.
Something about Denzel movies. I'm a huge Denzel fan. I'm not even a movie fan. I don't like movies all that much in general.
Why don't you like movies?
I don't know. But like, I will give my time of day to a Denzel Washington movie any time of the day.
Do you have a favorite Denzel movie?
John Q. John Q is my very sad, heartbreaking story. Yeah. For anybody who doesn't know John Q, I'm not going to talk about it because I want you to go watch it.
I will. It's about a story of a father and his kid needs surgery in order to save his life. And the father doesn't have the money, so he takes the hospital hostage to do so. And then all types of emotion and, you know, bullshit happens throughout the movie.
Denzel.
Yeah, the movie's kind of ass, so don't watch it. I'm kidding. It's a really sad and good movie, so you should definitely check it out.
Shoot out these doctors and nurses and stuff like that.
It doesn't take that. It doesn't get that far.
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
But what about you? Who's your go-to celebrity?
Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson.
Yeah,
definitely.
I think in my lifetime, he's probably the most famous person I've ever like seen like story around.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, definitely.
His literal, like, the scandal shit has been happening since I was born until the day he died. And like, I think in terms of fame, we will in our life, I don't think we'll ever see anyone come as close in terms of fame to Michael Jackson. I think before him were the Beatles. And that was crazy in itself from what I've read and seen in video. That was nuts. Like, women would literally set themselves on fire when they were to get out of the, you know, their car or like go on stage. Just like, oh, it's Paul McCartney. Oh my God, I gotta and burst into flame and then and then they just leave them there because they're so focused on the Beatles. But yes, Michael Jackson. Man, oh man, did he have bangers. It is so weird how his music just literally just like translated to the world. You know what I mean? It's just there's not many artists that can do that today.
No, definitely not.
Just like, I think like you can play Billie Jean in like fucking, in Fiji. Well, not even Fiji, it's fucking in Alaska. No, not even Alaska. Where's a little known,
the forests of Tanzania.
Yeah. Bro, where the fucking cannibals in the random
areas of the Amazon rainforest.
Motherfucker is carrying his fucking his dinner. He has a fucking warthog over his shoulder, carrying his dinner while all he has is a fucking cloth around his waist. You could just play the beginning of Billie Jean, and then you just be like, "Oh, Michael Jackson! Wow!"
Yeah, he probably. The crazy thing about Michael Jackson is that he was like big in the era before it was easy to get big in.
Yes.
Right now, like, there's so many different like quote unquote celebrities that just get big off of like one YouTube video or one TikTok dance or something like that.
Yeah.
just because it happens to spread so easily just by like, people clicking a button or something like that. But with Michael Jackson, it was like radio, newspapers, television, records, videos, like broken telephone with people. You know what I mean? Like that was the crazy thing about Michael Jackson. And I agree with you. I don't think that the world will ever see anybody at that masses, I would say. Like, I think that people that do come close is like Michael Jordan.
Yeah. Kobe was a big one.
People like Kobe.
Yeah.
I'm sure like Mariah Carey's pretty well known like around the world. I would think
Whitney.
I would say Whitney.
Yeah.
There's definitely like a huge.
That was me.
Oh,
safety.
There's definitely like a lot of people that do come close, like Kobe Bryant. A lot of names are internationally known because of like, like Carl said, like their skill, or if the country just happens to like adopt you into like that culture, whether it's because of like basketball, sports, singing, whatever it may be. But Michael Jackson was almost universally like everywhere at one point in time, and still is. Like in some way, you can still go to a bar and they bump Michael Jackson. You know what I mean? Like that's the greatest thing about Michael Jackson. He didn't need, and our thoughts on social media, like fuck social media, but it's like he didn't need any of that.
I think if social media was in its prime and if he opened a page, he'd be the most followed person.
Yeah, aliens would know.
Oh, dude.
Aliens would get on Facebook.
Come in, fucking our planet, kidnap people, provide anal probes, and probably play Beat It too while doing so.
I'm sure Bigfoot knows who fucking Michael Jackson
is. 100%. Creatures in the fucking, probably doing the moonwalk. Imagine someone trying to hunt Bigfoot and he's in the forest just moonwalking. it's Bigfoot. And he's moonwalking.
Oh my God.
Imagine just like, in order to distract him, he starts moonwalking, just like killing it. As a Michael Jackson dad, just like, oh shit, Bigfoot, you're killing it right now. But yeah, man. Yeah, and just like the ad libs.
Yeah.
Woo! Very, like, you could do that. Just people will just know. It's Michael Jackson, man. I was really sad when he died. I think him and Kobe Bryant were like the only two people I cried over when they died. Because I was a huge, since I was a kid, I was a huge Michael Jackson fan. So yeah, man, that just goes to show you. Because like, he was just a really good person. You know what I mean? He just cared. Like, I just read a story today, actually, how he had a concert in India, and most of the proceeds from that he made from the concert, it just went to the public housing in India. So he barely made any money from it. He donated it all.
The thing about, just to get right back into kind of like celebrity death, because we did happen to bring it up, and it was definitely something that needs to be talked about, because it's crazy the impact of like a certain person's death can like put on the whole world. I used to kind of like think that it wasn't all that. I'm like, I don't know why people are like crying over this, and like it's not a big deal, like whatever, like that, until. And obviously, we hate to say it because really people are only really affected if it happens to you directly, which I hate to say, but very cliche. But in this case, it's kind of like when Michael Jackson died, it's like, yo, you're super sad because you grew up listening to that person's music. You knew the impact that they had on your life as well as everyone else's life. Like Carl said, a big one for me was Kobe. When Kobe did happen to pass away, that was a huge, huge thing. And I know that there's a list of celebrities now that I would consider like that's going to make a huge impact on myself whenever they happen to pass. And I'm sure it's the same way with you. The amount of like, I don't even know other words to say, like influence and like impact they have in the world just by like, leaving this world is absolutely crazy. Can't imagine.
Indeed. It's just, the way they just carried on for so long, it just really goes to show you that clearly they were doing something right with their lives, and the impact that they had was just second to none. So yeah, man, it just and then when you grow up and then you tell your grandkids and their kids and whatnot about what you saw, just, man, you had to be there. You had to be there to live through that greatness. But I'm sure that they'll have somebody, who knows. hopefully, I mean, yeah, they'll have some good celebrities. LeBron James, they'll probably know if the LeBron James is. Bronny James is up next. I think he'll be a big guy, But yeah, you gotta live through it, pal.
You know what I don't like?
Uh-oh.
The aftermath of like when people die. It's like, and then there's like and it's probably more of like the internet troll community that happens to get away with this kind of shit. But like all the like crazy memes that come out after a person's death, like Carl said, like Michael Jackson, like the whole like conspiracy kind of shit that was going on with him his whole life, and now that he's dead, he can't defend himself in any way. But people still make that like they talk shit about him being like, oh, like he was a weirdo and like this and that, and hung out with children and all this kind of crap. And then like even with Kobe, like I remember just even a couple months after Kobe died, like there was a bunch of like helicopter dying memes and shit like that, and, like on the internet. And obviously it's just troll culture. It's not everyone thinks that way. It's probably a very small percentage, but it because of social media and the way that the internet works is that it gets released to the masses, and I think almost tarnishes part of what people should be thinking about these people, like what society should have the view on these people. And that's what the celebrities were. Like they've done mostly well their whole lives. No one's perfect, but to be able to kind of take away from that person's like perspective and like their being after they die, I think that's just a shitty thing that human beings
I mean, it's just attention at the end of the day, with everyone wanting to just get that gratification of really seeking approval from everybody. It's just like, you got to live out, whether it's someone's death or just something really tragic. People, I mean, I get it. Like they want to see humor and things because it's such a sad time. At the same time, you're playing with someone's and their family's lives, their lives, people who are truly affected by it. So, I mean, yeah, it's, I can't defend it, but what can you do? I don't like either when celebrities do some cheesy promotions.
Like what? Like give me an example.
I'm going really old school here, but it was like 1983. It was when Martin Luther King Day became like an official thing. And hidden trivia, but Stevie Wonder was very like prominent in that, making that happen, by the way.
Huge.
Like he was really,
I did not know that.
Yeah, but Stevie Wonder was like really, really, he played a very big role in making that happen. But like I get it, they get paid to like promote like Coca-Cola, Pepsi, and like all these products and shit. So do you really think that they really like that shit?
No, probably not.
Yeah, it's money to them.
Yeah,
it's just a paycheck. Like, cause just recently, actually, at the fucking NBA All-Star game, Antetokounmpo was using his cell phone to record his brother at like the podium. But then during the dunk contest, you can see he's holding a Google Pixel, recording the dunks.
So which one was he
promoting? He was promoting the Google Pixel because he was in a recent commercial for them. So he's getting paid by Google Pixel to use the Pixel.
To use the phone,
But he actually has an iPhone.
Oh, interesting.
So just like,
okay,
you're full of shit. You're not a Pixel. You're not
an Android community,
bitch. I'm with the shits. Pixel, come to me. I do it. I got your shit. What are you doing? You're going to the wrong one. Anyways, going back to Martin Luther King Day. So they officially made it a thing in like '83, and then they tried to really they got people together to create this song in honor of it. And the song sucks ass. It is not good. It's with a few singers that were popular. I think the most famous person in that group was Whitney Houston. And then a few others.
That's a big name.
Yes. So a few others. New Edition was in the song. Who else was in there? Curtis Blow, Run DMC, Fat Boys. And so it was like a rap and singing song. And it was not good.
Wow.
Like we're not talking like Jay-Z rap or Drake rap or Kanye rap or we're talking like here he is, Martin Luther King with the day. And it was not good. It was just really cringe. Yeah. Like you listen to the song, like you listen, like you get it. You know, Martin Luther King has this day. Like the producers of the song must have listened to the song the first day they had it. Like, this is great. A week later, they're like, "What the fuck have we done? This is terrible.
Why did we approve this?
Why
we were high on
did
PCP?
Jesus Christ, what have we done?
We were high on blow that day. Why do we approve this?
Oh my god!
So it wasn't the. I was about to say the one big celebrity song that I know of and everyone probably knows of that's super famous is "We Are the World."
Yeah,
where it has like. Everybody,
literally everybody and anybody that was in the 80s is in that song.
It's like, why couldn't they just like cookie cutter that?
Because they didn't have the money, man. All of that money went to Whitney Houston, and the rest was just there.
Everyone else
and
volunteered.
By the way, Whitney Houston in that song kills it.
Oh,
she snaps.
Oh, word.
She snaps in that song. But everyone else just comes in. Here we go with them on the show, and then Martin Luther King. Oh no. So it's just fucking bullshit. You think Martin Luther King's gonna listen to this shit and go like, oh, this shit snaps. I like this. Oh, I like this song. Oh. He's rolling over in his grave like, what the fuck is this shit? I didn't get shot just to have this shit go play. Like it's called King Holiday. If you want to listen to it for yourself, not good.
Look it up.
Cringe.
We'll post the title in our description.
Cringe AF, but yeah, I'm not a fan of the whole celebrity cringe factor right there.
No, I get that.
There's some really cringe celebrities now, especially nowadays, especially with the social media influence shit. I don't even know why they're considered celebrities. They're not funny. They're not really talented. Some are.
Yeah.
That Charlie D'Amelio, is that her name?
I don't know.
She's a fucking TikTok. All she does is TikTok dance.
But that's all they do.
All they do.
And it becomes celebrities.
And she's fucking courtside at the fucking NBA All-Star games and shit. They're gonna have their own reality TV show, and for what? Remember the days when you had to suck dick to get famous? What happened to that? Kim Kardashian did it, and here we are. She's a billionaire. And all they have to do is fucking sit, dance awkwardly in their goddamn living room. We can dance awkwardly and
when did the formula change?
Good question. Good fucking question. God damn it.
Oh my god. But yeah, no, that's weird.
It is weird, man. And you know what also I don't like about the celebrity thing? The probably the most hated part for me is just when a celebrity is having like their meltdown. Or like when they're really going through it, and people just egg it on.
Are they?
You know what I mean? They're like, "Oh, it's so unfortunate that you're going on." Meanwhile, you're literally the paparazzi taking the photo of this person having their meltdown, watching them really go down, and yet have the nerve and audacity to sell those photos to get paid while they're going through it, and it just let it happen. Just like, you can't just leave the person be. This person's really going through some shit.
Yeah.
And then you're just taking photos and videos and uploading it online. And then you're just letting the criticism just fly in. You did that to this person. They didn't need this attention. They did not need this attention.
Yeah.
This person could just be a singer. Why the fuck should we give a shit if they're going through a divorce or if they're addicted to drugs? Let this person battle through that alone. Why can't their personal life just be their personal life?
Yeah, agreed.
Why is everything so interesting? Why is everything, you know what I mean? I'm excited. I could be excited for this person's album. If they have something to discuss about their personal life, listen to the fucking album. I don't have to listen to these news reports about this shit. See what I mean?
Part of one of the tough things about being a celebrity in that case, it's almost like, when you are going through something emotional or going through like a divorce or going through, you lose your child or something along those lines, like some dark shit's going on in a celebrity's life. It's almost like we forget that there's actually regular fucking people that just made it big. on the scene that they happen to be doing, right? Like who it really expects to always make it big and make it famous is like they're kind of just really great at what they do. And then all of a sudden, as soon as they start showing like regular human being emotions or regular human being like actions, it's like, who the fuck are you? Or like, you know, they get judged for whatever it is like that. And then like you said, like paparazzis are to blame. Big news outlets that make those magazines that sell to people who actually put their hard-earned money to buy a magazine to find out if Angelina Jolie fucking was cheating on her husband or something like that. Like that kind of shit just doesn't make any sense.
Because it just leaves up to criticism. And then that's the last thing that they need. You know what I mean? If it's like a cheating scandal, you don't know the whole fucking story. You're just
who cares?
Yeah, it's none of your fucking business. It's none of your fucking business. This whole Kanye and Pete Davidson thing. Like, oh, yeah, dude. That was I was not entertained by that whatsoever. That was just like,
I don't know too much about it, but
I'll go into it. So basically, Kanye and Kim obviously had their divorce. It's been a year now, I believe.
Damn.
And Kim had done SNL, and Pete Davidson works for SNL, and they began dating. Kanye was not a fan of that, and he basically bullied Pete online, you know, leaving comments saying, and he would like upload the text messages that him and his wife share. Literally all the fights that were really private between him and his wife were made public. And, he would share these messages. Kim would comment messages on her Instagram saying, Kanye and I's business is private, but at the same time, whatever I do with my children, it's my business, blah, blah, blah. Whereas Kanye's like, your business, they're my kids too. Making shit that's supposed to be really private, very public. And that just gives room for people to just like, pick sides and criticize and shit, which really is never a good idea. It's, Kanye's argument was that, why do these news outlets get to share this, but I can't? Well, the reason why you shouldn't is because it's your life that you're making public for everybody to follow.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You can't just go ahead and just make this shit, release this shit and then think that no one's not going to care. Like, you clearly have your supporters that are going to back you up and boost you up. Whereas there's going to be others who criticize you. But even still, regardless of the people who are on your side or not, it's none of their fucking business, man. Come on, dude.
Yeah. It was definitely like, I don't know too much about it, but like I
literally explained everything.
Glimpses and stuff like that.
I'm not paying attention. All right, go ahead.
Definitely like little glimpses of it, but yeah, I definitely think it's odd that like before it was almost kind of like paparazzis were the ones that like got into your life, but then now it seems that like because celebrities have like a platform for themselves and they have all the right to, it's a free country, whatever it is. It's like, but to be able to kind of keep all that stuff private, so like people don't really know about it, so people don't care. You really shouldn't put your business out in the world, man. Like that's just kind of weird. No offense to Kanye, like love your music and all that shit, but it's an odd thing when I understand you're going through some shit and there's definitely some shit going on with your family, but to expose it to the world like that, I don't know. I think that like that would lose points for me to be like, yo, you're just not a man that takes care of their shit.
Right.
Like that's just weird to me. I don't know.
Just even if it's just personal shit. Like if you're a celebrity and you have this platform, whether it be Instagram or Twitter, if you're gonna post, if it's just gonna even be personal shit or even just your body pics or what you're doing in your day-to-day life. If you think for a second that people are just gonna comment, oh, love you, you're great, and not post comments, criticizing you for what you're doing, like you could be, oh, you look fat in this pic, or oh, you're doing that shit wrong. What are you doing? When's the album coming out? like
when you answer my mail,
why aren't you answering my DMs? Like, come on, like it's inexorable at that point. You can't, it's impossible to prevent criticism to happen.
Yeah.
So you have to be prepared to get criticized, and then you can't just claim, oh, this is not good for my mental health. Don't go on the website.
Yeah.
Don't use the thing. Leave it private, like my man Tyler said. You know what I mean? Fucking, how is cyberbullying even a thing? Fucking walk away from the screen. Classic fucking tweet. Oh my god, the first time it legit had to be said.
Yeah, it's like a
for most people, it's just like
tough love.
Yeah, 100%. I'm sorry people feel that I'm insensitive, but you have every right to use the website. But if you're gonna post stuff that people will criticize you for, you got to be prepared for the good and the bad.
Yeah.
100%. Like, we're on this, we're posting this shit online. There's probably going to be people, if we become, when we become big, people are probably going to criticize us. Cancel culture might be coming after me. Not you, because I'll leave you out of it. I'll protect you. But if you do come after me, just know I'm prepared for the war. I don't give a shit.
You know what I'm prepared for?
Uh-oh.
The Cambodian breast milk memes. I'm sick of y'all shit. And I know you know who I'm talking about.
You really brought that on yourself on this one.
Well, it's all part of the preparation.
Uh-oh.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, please. I mean, if you have anything else to say, go ahead.
No, but I 100% agree with you. It's a thing. You have to understand that there's always good with bad. There's always two sides to a coin kind of thing, like yin and yang. Like, you can give me balanced fucking quotes all the time, but that kind of shit, there's always going to be some people that have some negative energy around there. But for you as a person that's willing to put yourself out there on a platform that's willing to be exposed to the masses, you have to understand that there's going to be criticism.
Yeah.
I ask in my day-to-day and Carl's day-to-day, we definitely try to make a better world for everybody else, and like spread positivity, but there's always going to be some fucking people that are just super negative all the time, right? And you have to be prepared for that, like you said.
Even if they aren't negative, there's also people who would think what you're doing is right. Like, you can be doing the wrong thing, like smoking heroin on Instagram Live, or do you smoke heroin, or is it needled?
I think you can do both.
It scares me that you know that.
You get the spoon and you put it on the spoon and you burn the spoon.
Isn't that crack?
You can do it with that too. Ryan Bonanza at my house.
Oh Jesus! Ryan is doing crack cocaine at his home. Come by. So yeah, just doing crack on the Instagram Live, and people are like, oh, that looks so much fun.
AKA Rob Ford. Rest in peace to Rob Ford. Crack smoking mayor of Toronto. That guy was fucked. Sorry. Go ahead. That brought me up. I don't know anybody else who smoked crack on live.
Yeah, no.
There's probably some other people. There's probably people out there that have done it.
Probably not famous.
Yeah.
But like, just did it. They shouldn't have a cell phone, but attention, man. Everybody wants attention. Everyone wants the easy way out. And being famous on Instagram will, if that helps you pay your bills, then yeah.
So I think we've done a lot of talking about like the negative aspects of being a celebrity and like why we don't like it. And, part of the being a celebrity that comes with like, these consequences, but it's like, well, give me a couple of things that are great about being a celebrity and like what's dope about it. Why do people strive for it? Like, why are we almost kind of striving for it at the same time? You know what I mean? Like, what is it about celebrityism, if that's even a word?
Celebrity status.
Like, why do we fiend it? Why do we kind of want it in some sort of, Tupac said it best.
Oh, did he? What did he say?
Said the one thing we all adore. Something, no copyright. Something we're dying for. Please don't sue us. Nothing stuck in this game Searching for fortune and fame.
Did he say those things in between too?
No, I was just cutting it up so like we don't get fucking.
I don't think we can. It's a cover. So I think you're okay.
Still,
Jesus, it's not like you sound like Tupac Shakur. My God.
hey,
relax.
hey.
All right.
I think I got a little more Barry White in the voice, but
my favorite Tupac quote to live by is I think it's powerful because to me Tupac is like one of the most genuine, realist hip hop artists that has ever been. And you know, growing up, you know, with his mom and his stepfather in the Black Panthers party, he was very, you know, inspired by that to really live his truth and to be, you know, to live with, you know, those ideals, to speak what he you know, what he feels inside.
Yeah.
So to speak the truth and to be real. So it's not about drugs and, you know, women and you know, gun violence. It's about, you know, being who you are and, you know, really caring for your communities and being real in your raps. So that's why I feel like Tupac is just like, he's probably the most realist rapper that was really out there. So I think this quote really resonates with that. First off, fuck your bitch at the Clicky Clan. I think that it really shows you that, like, man, you're so real. Thank you for being so truthful, for telling me that you fucked my girlfriend. But now I have to go break up with her for having sexual intercourse with you. So Tupac, man, thank you.
I'm 100% with you. I actually do respect more of like the celebrities that live that life, that talk that game, or they talk the game, but they actually live that life.
Yes.
Like
that's a good point for celebrity. That's
a big thing. Like it feels authentic in that kind of case. You know what I mean? Like just to give you a stupid example, and I don't know why.
What stupid examples did we not give?
I was gonna say like Bobby Shmurda, like is one example.
That's not a stupid example.
Like that guy, what was that?
Bitch caught a body about a week ago.
But that whole song is like just straight gangsters and partying. But then he went out and did it.
Yeah.
Which was some real shit. And
he told you.
He told you.
He fucking said it. You know what I mean? Bitch bought a body about a week ago. And then he gets arrested for getting a body about a week ago.
Like that's some real gang shit. And I respect that because those guys actually speak.
They live their truth.
They live their truth.
Which, and I mean, even I'm just gonna go back to the negatives. Just like imagine just like living as a celebrity and not being able to really be yourself.
Yeah.
Now you're just doing this to impress people, or you know, just because you need a paycheck. That must be so like exhausting and frustrating.
Oh yeah.
That's why these meltdowns happen, man. It's just like, oh fuck, I'm not allowed to drink this because I'm with Coke, and oh, I'm not allowed to use this cell phone because you know I'm being sponsored by iPhone. And it's just, and not even that, just you know, I'm not allowed to speak on the certain terms because I have to worry about my, you know, what's gonna happen, you know, my paycheck.
Yeah,
it's just so fucking. You have to be miserable at that point. You know what I mean? For so many years, like that's why all these celebrities, they end up doing drugs because they have to live these rules. They have to have, you know, they're sheltered by this wall and they're not allowed to exit. So guys like Bobby Shmurda and like Lil Pump and, you know, Young Thug, you know, they're people like, oh, this dude's crazy. Oh, this dude's, you know, too dangerous and shit. But they're living their life.
Yeah,
that's what that looked. Well, that I wouldn't say that what that looks like. But at the end of the day, living their life, they're happy, happier than most people, and they're rich, all because they live their truth.
Yeah,
that's what I strive for, not the gun violence, but to just realistically just express how I feel, to say what I want, and just be happy doing it, and they pay me for it. That what more could you ask for?
Yeah. That's like.
That is the literal dream.
That's the dream. Exactly. And I think that's a dream that, you know, any regular person can resonate with.
Right.
You know, these individuals that we happen to like look at as celebrities, like those guys, exactly what Carlos said. You know, they're doing what they love. They make money for it and they get to live the lifestyle that they wanted to live or whatever comes with it kind of thing. and are okay with taking criticism. Like those guys probably take criticism better than anybody
Oh,
because they get it
100%.
all the fucking
Because
time.
they understand. They're
Yeah.
like, yo, I'm not doing this shit to impress you. I don't give a shit what you think.
Yeah.
I'm living my life. If you want to disagree, cool. That's your opinion. Again, it's opinion. Doesn't mean that it's right or wrong. It's your opinion.
Yeah.
That is what a celebrity really is. Boom. Celebrity.
I think you solved it.
Did I solve it? Did I solve this puzzle?
I think you solved it.
Wow.
I don't even have to say anything anymore.
40 plus episodes in and we finally solve a puzzle.
Finally.
Holy shit.
I think that was the first one. I think
Jenga. What's another puzzle? Or is Jenga a puzzle? Is that considered a puzzle?
Jenga?
Again, because you have to fit in pieces.
Well, you're taking the pieces out.
Yeah, but you also have to place them on top.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. Well, what's another puzzle to solve? Can you scream something in puzzles like crossword? Crossword.
Thinking. I don't remember what that game is. But the thing where you spin the thing, you have to put your right hand and your foot.
Twister.
Twister.
But do you say Twister?
No.
Is that a puzzle?
Can be.
Oh damn.
You know what I'm saying.
But you know what else is a puzzle? My relationship status. I went there. I don't give a fuck. Shit. Fucking. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Yeah, man. Oh dear. Celebrity. Celebrity. You know what I also think is a positive? A celebrity? The big booty bitches. You just go on the Instagram and then you see all this salaciousness that comes across from it. Not bad. Not bad.
People love celebrities.
I love the females. So I mean, if you wanna, I feel sorry for them that they have to go through criticism like that because they have to, now they have to since they have to be all half naked and whatnot, they have to maintain that body, which I can only imagine is very exhausting.
Oh yeah. Which
is probably crazy. And then dudes either slapping into their DMs, asking if they can give them the pipe, or saying, "Oh, they're too ugly," or "You've gotten fat a little bit. What's that scar?" These are all messages I've said, and I'm not proud of it. I'm sorry for all you females that I've slid in your DMs, or I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh my god.
But I feel sorry for these girls, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I don't are these women happy doing what they're doing? Or are they just doing it for the paycheck?
I really hope that you are happy because it would be really sad to know that I don't even know, man. I don't even know what to say about like Instagram and like celebrities and stuff like that. Like you're not a celebrity on like the grand status, but you're well known on Instagram.
Yeah.
But like I don't know. That's just odd.
It reminds me of the show I'm watching right now, Pam and Tommy. It's about Pamela Anderson and Tommy.
Oh shit, that's huge.
It's on Disney Plus.
Really
pretty solid show. You should check it out. Basically, it talks about how their relationship started, and then during the relationship, the whole sex tape thing happened. Because at that point,
I do remember that.
What? You weren't even of age yet. How would you? You know what? Forget it. So yeah, just
Baywatch.
It was literally at one point. It was like one of the most watched television shows ever. Like it was being watched in like Brazil and like it was everywhere.
And Brazilian television's like fucking
that's wild as
yeah.
shit.
I remember
in the favelas. There's fucking shootings outside. They're like Baywatch. Stop the shootings right now. Baywatch is on.
I remember me and Carlos were in Dominican Republic, and even some of the television in like.
Dude, I remember there was a newspaper. They showed a decapitated head in the newspaper.
That's fucked up.
That's news.
That's fucked up.
That's like, what the fuck is going on out in these countries, man?
I was talking about all the workout channels. Do you remember that?
No, I did not see that.
Oh, okay.
You could have just hollered at the boy, like, you need to change the channels to so-and-so. And I'm like, okay, cool. But yeah,
this has nothing to do with celebrities right now.
Well, you don't know. These women are trying to make it big in Brazil with their workout channels. They're the Peloton of their time.
Yeah, that's true.
Right? Yeah. Come on. What was I gonna say? Yeah, Pam and Tommy. So yeah, it talks about the whole sex tape shit. The poor girl had to go through a lot, man.
Oh yeah.
It was like the first no, it was the second sex tape that happened. But at that point, Pamela Anderson was massive.
Yeah,
huge at that time because of Baywatch, and then the sex tape happened, and then it just blew the fuck up. She had to she had to go to a deposition through that shit. That they played the tape in front of her.
Oh wow!
And she had to fucking comment, "Oh, this is in fact you and Tommy doing this and this and this." Right? And I'm like, "Fuck, that must be miserable. That's like suicide worthy."
Yeah.
Imagine being, fucking my shit being played in front of me. I'd handle that differently because I did that shit. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, I'd be getting like, God damn, Carlos, you did that. God damn, shit. Oh my God. Yeah. That was me doing the Stone Cold Stunner right there. That was the rock bottom right there. I gave her the pedigree. What do you call this? What do you call this food? That's the Tokyo Sandblaster. That's when you you know what? You'll see the rest of the tape. You'll figure it out. You'll see what happens. But yeah, dude, fuck, man. But she made it through, man. Yeah. Obviously, they divorced after, but that's kind of a Canadian legend right there, Miss Pamela Anderson. But in her prime, dude, hot,
wonderful,
gorgeous, beautiful.
Another thing, like just to even bring up like the Pamela Anderson thing, like scandals. Scandals is a huge thing with celebrities. Like the amount of like personal stuff that goes on in a celebrity's life and getting exposed to the world.
Yeah.
And I'm sure everybody knows what a fucking celebrity scandal is. Like,
for sure.
One of the biggest ones that like we've talked about in previous episodes is Monica Lewinsky.
Yes.
Right? Like, and President Clinton. It's like that one was huge.
Massive.
And like Carlos definitely knows way more of these kind of things in itself, but like that has to be, and I hate to go back to negatives, but it's like yet again personal life, like your personal is exposed, it becomes a whole scandal, and next thing you know the whole world's talking about it.
Oh yeah, for sure. And like not even like scandals in itself, just like literal like court cases that would, like the whole George Floyd thing, that was just fucking insane in itself. And just the the following of that, and Casey Anthony, oh dude, that was the verdict for that was fucking nuts. I didn't even see that. I thought at least she'd get something. And she was legit cleared of everything. Yeah. If I, obviously, based off of what I'm hearing from the story, I don't know the whole truth. I want to go on the record to say that we don't know everything, but based on what we heard, obviously she seems guilty, but who knows?
And the thing about it is stories like that is that now she's a celebrity.
Yes.
Now, like,
she's well known.
Super well known. I think she had like interviews after, and I'm sure there's probably a book on the way if there's not already a book out, like that kind of shit. People just kind of, I wouldn't say take advantage of the situation, but it's like, it's odd how society works, where it's like these people that are sometimes bound to be like a bad person in life, they end up getting celebrity status because of like a certain situation, because of a scandal. It sucks. Like, I hear Monica Lewinsky's pretty cool now, though.
I heard she's chill as fuck.
Yeah, I heard she's chill as fuck. But she would just be any other
person,
secretary at the White House if it wasn't for that scandal kind of thing. And then she was doing bad, like, you know what I mean?
Threatened suicide, I probably and shit. But yeah, have you met any celebrities in real life?
I probably met I think the last one I can think of is I met Matt Bonner. I don't know if you know who Matt Bonner is.
The
Red Rocket.
Yeah, basketball player.
The Red Rocket. But yeah, he used to play for the San Antonio Spurs for many, many years. He's from Canada. Or he's Canadian.
Canada.
I believe he actually is from like Toronto. And like when I met him on the bus downtown King Street, and we were just talking about like basketball and where he's from and stuff like that. So yeah, now that I think about it, I actually did meet a celebrity. I can't really think of any other celebrities that I've bumped into or anything like that. But what about you? I know you have a funny weekend story.
Yeah, I talked about it.
Oh yeah, we had the weekend story.
The weekend, he's a famous celebrity.
Not just a fit.
I mean,
the Weeknd's
like one of the biggest music artists on the planet.
The Weeknd,
well, in North America. I don't know how big he is outside the other countries.
I would think he's pretty.
You think he's big?
I would think he's pretty big.
Really?
Maybe not in like Cambodia. But
like in Ghana, I don't think they know the. Well, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm lying. I
Maybe
think he'll do okay in Ghana. I don't think he'd sell out like crowds like here.
Oh yeah, no.
I think he's okay. But yeah, he's like one of the biggest artists like ever. I met him briefly. That was really awkward. Let's see who else I think Man versus Nature. You remember that guy?
Les Shroud.
That's him.
Les Shroud.
I met him once. It was a funny story. I was walking with like Tixon and a few of the other guys down in downtown. And I'm like, oh shit, Les Shroud, what's up, man? It's like, hey. And then he walked on.
That's dope.
And then I go up to Tixon. I'm like, oh, hey, yo, that was the Man versus Nature. And he's like, Les Shroud. I'm like, yeah.
That's fucking sick.
And he runs back.
Really?
I'm like, Tixon, where are you going? And then I'm like, oh, did you find him? I'm like, no, man, I couldn't fucking see him. I'm like, aw. But I always hold this over Tixon that I met Les Shroud and he did it. So that was great.
He actually had this this television show on YTV when we were kids. I think we were in grade 10.
Did he?
Or something like that, where he took a bunch of kids, like young kids, and then put them in the forest and like taught them how to survive and shit.
So what in the Lord of the Flies is going on here? Fucking here you go, kids. Good luck to you.
So this one girl on the show, I'm like, oh, this is a cute Asian girl. And then I realized I actually went to public school with her. Yeah, which is really funny. So shout out to Becky. I don't remember your last name, but I remember her name being Becky. But yeah, she didn't win. Because it's kind of like a game show kind of thing, but you know, unfortunately.
Oh, speaking about a girl we went to school with, Dragon's Den.
Oh yes.
Yeah, I you know, they posted in our group chat.
Yeah, shout out
so in the UK.
Oh my God, my eyes like.
Is everything? Are you crying? Is this a sensitive story for you, or?
No, I'm good. Sorry.
So it's powerful. Huh?
Eyes itchy. Yeah, I know Melody.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, shout out to Melody. That was Dragon's Den UK.
UK.
Wow.
I watched the whole clip, and so Melody is a female that we went to school with in high school. Very nice girl. Awesome. Cute. But yeah, she's awesome. She was extremely nice to me when I was in school. I had a really awkward thing with her though. I remember it was just me, her, and Andrea, I think her name was. We were just talking after school, and Mr. Trotalia came up to us, and they're like, "Hey, you guys, why aren't you guys going home yet?" I was, "Oh, we're just hanging out and talking," and they're talking about guys, and they were talking about marriage for a little bit. And then they're like, "Oh, Mr. Trotalia, you're a handsome guy. Why don't you aren't you married right now?" And then Mr. Trotalia is like, "Yeah, I would be married if my wife didn't die a few years ago."
Ooh.
And I just sat there like, "What the fucking fuck just happened?" I am literally, my heart just like shriveled up and just like I wanted to just. Why?
Damn.
Why would you say that?
Did he laugh?
We didn't know. He smiled. It was very facetious though. So you could tell he looked a little irritated. Wow. But Melody and Andrea just looked at each other like this is awkward. Yeah. And they just burst out laughing because clearly it was a really uncomfortable situation. I'm just sitting there like, why am I here? I think I just instantly just got up and just like left right after. Dude, that was extremely uncomfortable. And Mr. Del Bianco was standing right beside him too. So even he was just looking like, oh, why would you say? We didn't know. Why did you say that? But yes, going back to Melody being on Dragon's Den. So she started up a company with this dude, and she presented her case. All 5 dragons were in.
That's wild.
And that's a rare thing to happen on Dragon's Den. So if you're a Canadian and you know Dragon's Den, or if you're American, it's Shark Tank, basically. So yeah, that's a big thing. But then 4 of them dropped out because, you know, they didn't like the percentage that they were offering. And then one of the judges ended up accepting it. So yeah, kudos to Melody, man, making it big, you know.
Local celebrity now.
Yeah, man. I'd say what up to her. Congratulations. And, you know, hope your company's doing great. Shit, man.
And I think when that story went out, you know, the actual product that they created was actually an app that allows you to donate to charities, you know, very, very quickly. So on the grand scheme of things, like a wonderful idea. Hopefully it makes it big,
Mm.
just because it is doing good work in the world. So definitely shout out to Melly in that case.
Yeah. And the Dragons, if you're looking to invest in a company, that will make it big. Just saying. Just saying. Our faces, your wallets.
Yeah.
Where
You
where
picture
can
this
go
on a
wrong?
mug?
Where can you go wrong? Where can you go wrong? Really? Huh? Huh?
All right, Carlos.
Yeah.
So give me your final thoughts on celebrityism.
I just farted. That's my thought. That's my thought on celebrities. I don't necessarily have a final thought because I ranted too much, but I will shout out one celebrity, and that's Stevie Wonder, who doesn't get enough praise. Stevie Wonder, as I mentioned earlier, was a very pivotal, force behind MLK Day. He was also one of the greatest artists that has ever lived, has been famous for over 50 years plus.
Definitely.
He's blind and can play the shit out of a piano. And you got to understand, dude, he was a mentor for Michael Jackson, Prince,
Wow.
many others. And those two alone are considered some of the greatest musicians that ever lived.
You don't even have to say anybody else's name after those
Yeah,
two.
after those two, like Stevie Wonder, one of the greatest artists of all time, behind the hits such as My Cherie Amour, the Happy Birthday remix there, Superstition.
Oh yeah.
All I Do is think of it. All I do is think about you. Doom, doom. All I do.
No copyright.
Is think about you. Doom, doom. Stevie Wonder, man.
Yeah, shout out to Stevie Wonder.
Stevie, here's your flowers, sir. You earned it. I heard that he wants to move to Ghana too because he's sick of the bullshit here. He's blind and he can see bullshit on fucking social media, Instagram. That says a lot. You fucking pussies. That's why you're fucking losers living in fucking North America. You want to fucking live in the real? Move to Ghana. That's real shit right there. Just saying.
I don't know if
Stevie's doing it.
I don't know if I'd survive out there. I'll be honest.
Why?
I don't know.
Why? The food?
Oh, I would love the food. You know me.
So what is it? Is it the racism you might face over there? There's
No.
Asian people there.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
Did I tell you I went
Asian people everywhere?
When I landed in Ghana, at one of the the airport workers welcomed me. Oh, welcome to my country. You're gonna love it here. I know it's your first time. It'll be great. Akwaba, which means welcome in Tree. And then he spoke on a few of Tree after that. And I'm just looking at him like, you are Chinese. Why are you talking to me like that? And I'm what the fuck is going on?
We in all different areas.
My mom had to pull me over, just like, Carlos, stop staring at him like that. I'm just like, it's not every day that a Chinese dude can speak better Tree than I can. I'm just saying, it's a little bit weird. No racial though. But yeah, man,
Everywhere.
Move to Ghana, dude. Real shit. I think I'm gonna do that when I get older.
You should.
Yeah. Okay, when I'm old enough and I'm sick of the BS. When I retire from being all famous and shit.
From CBS?
Yeah. Fuck CBS. I'll do my own I'll create my own channel. The Carlos Broadcasting System. CBS. Fuck. But yeah, in all honesty, yeah, Stevie Wonder, man. You're the man, man. You're the man. And celebrities need to get their shit together. And stop believing everything you see. That's my final
That's a
thoughts.
great one. I think.
What are your final thoughts, Ryan?
I think like you've kind of gotten the gist of, how I think, either from past episodes or if you know me personally. But in this case, I think that society needs to make a change in relation to, the way that we look at celebrities. I think that these are just, regular people with regular issues. They just happen to be, almost like forced on a platform, with like unrealistic expectations because we expect a lot from these celebrities. And I don't think we should be that way. I don't think that, you can look at them as role models because, they do great things out there, but I think that they shouldn't have to be. I think that society gives them a crazy, crazy expectation that I think that is the wrong way to look at it. I think that we kind of have to look in the mirror as society and ourselves to really understand why we appreciate the celebrity so much. And like, if they, like you said, if their flowers are due, their flowers are due. But for us as a general sense, man, not every celebrity deserves the star power. Not every celebrity deserves that fandom or that excellence kind of thing where, they're put on that standard kind of thing. And I think that, us putting them on those kind of pedestals, quote unquote, it ruins them, and that's not fair to them either.
100%.
So definitely look in the mirror.
Got to be the man in the mirror.
Man in the mirror.
I'm stepping with the man in the mirror. No copyright, so make sure he's okay. Yeah, man in the mirror. Any plans this weekend?
Yeah. So my boy Carlos.
Oh, no. Stop.
My boy Carlos over here.
Stop.
For those who do not know. For those who do not know, February the 29th of 1992 was a wonderful and special day of holiness, sacredness, a beauty, a wonderful, wonderful individual, beautiful on the inside and out, deserves every good thing that happened to that person because he was meant to be for this world. My boy Carlos.
You're a really big Ja Rule fan.
What about Ja?
What about Ja?
9/11 just happened.
Yeah.
What does Ja Rule
Where's
think?
What does Ja Rule think? Ja, please, what are your thoughts? I need to know.
What are your thoughts on 9/11, Ja Rule?
Man. Fuck.
But in this case, for people who do not know, it is my buddy Carlos's birthday on 29th, which doesn't exist this year because it is on the leap year, which is something special. So everybody who happens to be listening, Carlos is that fucking special. We are going to be somewhat celebrating.
Yeah, I will be celebrating. I will be wallowing in my fucking alcohol, crying out my fucking pain inside my heart because that's what I feel every time this time of the year comes out because y'all get to celebrate it every year. I have to wait 4 motherfucking years. You know what I'm saying? That shit's all weird as shit. It's awkward as fuck going to the bar. It's like, hey, are you of age? Should you be in here? Bitch, you know goddamn well I should be in here. Mind your fucking business. I'm turning 30, you bum ass motherfucker. Let me in. So then now that's what I'm gonna have to deal with this weekend. So fuck. I'm just excited to go out because it's almost post-pandemic era we're in, so I just want to deal with that shit.
So everybody, if you possibly can, my request to everybody who happens to be listening, please leave a comment, shoot us an email. Happy birthday to fucking motherfucking Carlos, because it is a big year, the big 3-0, or if you're really talking years, and it's like 7.5 or something like that, I think.
Yeah,
give or take 7.5.
Yeah.
But in this case, yeah, that's what we're going to be doing this weekend. And our next episode will probably tell you about what happened because there's always some shenanigans and shit whenever we go out. But yes, happy birthday to my brother over here. I love him to death. I wouldn't have done this show if it wasn't for him. So definitely.
I feel the same way about you,
to you, buddy.
Happy birthday to you too, pal.
My birthday is nameless.
Shut up!
My birthday is nameless.
That's okay. It's June 13th. Anyways, thank you so much, everybody, for joining us this week. And tune in next week where we will clearly have a topic to discuss and bore you to death with.
I think we solved today.
For the first time, we solved a puzzle, which is a pretty big accomplishment on our side.
40 episodes.
We tried.
I think we're at 43 now.
We can't really complete puzzles on our end, so clearly we're not the puzzle type. But we did it.
We did.
With our noggins, and you listened to it, and we can't thank you enough. To 40 more plus episodes. I'm Carlos.
And I'm Ryan.
And this is The Blank with Carlos and Ryan. Why did I fuck that up? I am such a fucking failure!
You'd make a good celebrity.
You think so?
Yeah. Hell yeah.
I'd get canceled easily. All they have to do is just watch this episode. What are your thoughts on Nazis? I don't know. Fill it in.
Peace, everybody.